Ruben Fernandez, a very, very strong weekend for you, consistent, and you got yourself in the podium. You must be delighted with how your weekend went.
Yeah, I'm actually pretty happy. You know, it's been a difficult time since the crash I had in Finland and dealing with injuries and stuff like that. Not being allowed to ride during the weeks for like at least a month or something like that. And then coming into the races was not easy. But yeah, finally got to feel better and finally could put in the work during these last 2 weeks and got to ride a lot on the bike during the week. So I was more confident coming into this round, and fitness was as well better. And you know, after all these races being difficult, it's nice to finally be able to jump on the podium again.
And just on the track, hard to believe, but there was dust at the end of the day. You wouldn't have thought that yesterday. How did you find the track? And it was so dry on the second moto. It was a bit like a Spanish track, I thought.
Well, it was not suiting my style, let's say, during the whole weekend. It was pretty gnarly, let's say.
Technical.
I like more when the tracks are more speed, you know, faster. And so this second moto was pretty much better for me, suiting more my style. Anyway, it wouldn't change that much, if not, but because I felt strong that moto with a good start and stuff to keep that position. But you know, second moto was fun to me. Had to push all the way to the end of the moto, and I don't know, maybe even I did the fastest lap of the race.
148. You were the only one in the 148.
So you know, that says a lot. How comfortable I was feeling on track. The last part of the moto, especially where I started pushing to pull away from Jeremy, who was pushing me. And yeah, it was a lot of fun to be able to be riding on
the way you want.
The way I want, and on a high rhythm, you know, on top speed, like the guys in the front normally do. So it's good to be back, let's say.
And just on the level of MXGP, it's sky high. A podium is never easy to get, so it must feel good to get a podium. And just how important it starts in MXGP, because everyone's so fast.
Yeah, sure. I mean, the level is so high on this championship, and everyone wants to do good, so competition is strong. But yeah, of course, it depends of the track all the time. But some tracks are better, sometimes are worse. But it's always important to start. You know, you have kind of the half of the race done when you start up in front. It makes things way easier. And depends of some tracks is even worse, or I mean, some tracks you can start from the back and then charge through the field, but some others are really difficult to do it. But yeah, start's always important.
And just to rewind, the opening round of the MXGP World Championship, the season has flew by, but you started the season with a bang to win. How would you reflect on that weekend? Pretty amazing to win the first round and to win your first overall in MXGP. It must have felt unbelievable and probably a bit of a surprise as well.
Sure. I mean, it was not a surprise. I felt I was able to do it. Yeah. I was feeling good after my precision training and stuff. I felt strong. Did some couple of precision races and I felt I was able to do it. And yeah, actually arriving there and doing it was like a boost of confidence for me, you know. It's like, yeah, I knew I could do it and I did it, you know. I felt I could do it and I did it. So that's important. That's well for my confidence for the future to know what I'm capable of. And yeah, actually it was my first race with the team HRC, and it was the best debut possible. Just a little bit still today a little bit disappointed with the first moto crash when I was second, because maybe, who knows, I could have get the replay. I mean, it's already in the past, you know. It's not gonna change, but maybe if I would have done it better, it would have been nicer. But yeah, I'm actually happy the way it was, and yeah, of course now we can take a lot of positives from this season and into the next one. And also we can see where we need to work for coming stronger next season.
And when you look through your career, when you were in MX2, you never really had the best bikes, you never really had a top factory team behind you. Was that difficult for you And now getting this ride with HRC, did you think maybe throughout your career you maybe wouldn't get this chance? And how does it feel now to have everything in place? You've got one of the best bikes, one of the best teams. So
Sure. I mean, I've never got the chance to ride a strong bike on 250, and as well, I was dealing with being one of the heavier guys on the start line. So already off the start, I was dead last always, no matter what I did. So yeah, it's been always difficult, and then it's hard because you can do better, and you just cannot do it because you don't have what's needed. A good bike and stuff. Now being on Team HRC is a dream come true for me. Finally got to have a bike like the other ones at least. Or I mean, I feel to be on the best team of the paddock, and I feel so comfortable with everyone in there. It feels like a family in there, and that makes a lot for me as well. And yeah, of course, it's something you dream of after charging through so many years.
And what's it like having Tim Gajser as a teammate? Obviously 5 World Championships. Are you able to ride with him much? I think he's usually training Raiola before the season, don't you? So
yeah.
Is it good riding with him? And
yeah, we used to see each other mostly on the test and stuff, but he's doing his thing in Slovenia, and I'm doing my thing at home as well. So, but yeah, it's pretty good and easy to go with him. He's a very down-to-earth guy, I feel like, and a very humble person. So it's always good vibes with him. I'm also glad to have him as a teammate. Also, of course, there is a lot of things you can learn from a 5 or 6, I don't know, the times world champion.
And last question, Team Spain for the Motocross the Nations. I'm sure you're pumped to get picked again. And if you ride the way you did today, Jorge world champion, Braz still learning MX2, but if you two do your good jobs and he does one good ride, Spain could be very strong there. Are you looking forward to the event?
Sure. I mean, I'm feeling good now. Hopefully, can keep the ball rolling into Matili Basin, and then arriving even stronger into the Nations. I feel like we have a good team, and as you said, if we put in a strong ride, and then also Braceras join us, it's gonna be good. I think we all 3 riders can do a good paper there.